This is my Touched by an Angel story. These are old clips, probably the first year in photos of me owning Lucky and Coco. It's such a strange story I'm about to tell you. Let me know what you think. I call it Touched by an Angel because I believe that's kind of what happened. So I was at the vet clinic. Lucky Lou had just had a breathing emergency. If you're not familiar with what Lucky Lou had, she had a lung disease and it was getting more and more difficult for her to breathe. So she would start coughing, like she was gagging, almost like kind of gasping for air. Anyway, she had just had one of those. And it was the day that this story happened the day that she moved to heaven. Don't worry, this isn't a sad story. It's kind of a cool story. So anyways, Lucky Lou had a breathing emergency and I had to rush her to the vet clinic because she was having a hard time. She was really sedated while I was sitting in the office waiting to see the doctor. I used to have to give her a really strong med when she was breathing, so it kind of sedated her. So she was sitting quietly on my lap while we waited to see the doctor. And then in walks this lady. She was an older lady. She came right directly to me. It's like she just opened the door and walked directly to me. Wow, I still get emotional talking about it. She looked at me and she said, can I say a prayer for Lucky? She knew Lucky from social media. So she put her hand on Lucky Lou's head. Oh, and she bowed her head down and she was crouched down with her hand on Lucky Lou's head and saying a prayer like she was in the prayer position. In my head, I thought, wow, this is really beautiful. I thought of that show, Touched by an Angel. It used to be my favorite show. I'd look forward to that show every time it came on. And this lady, she reminded me of Touched by an Angel, just the way she walked in, so calm and peacefully. So she said her prayer for Lucky Lou, and she removed her hand and carried on her business, what she was doing at the clinic. I was kind of in shock, but I thought, oh my gosh, she really needed that prayer. Lucky Lou needed that. And it kind of brought me peace because I knew what was coming, that Lucky Lou was going to pass away. So it was kind of like my acceptance and my closure too. So Lucky Lou did pass away that day, but she had that prayer to carry her. So this is only half the story. So after a few weeks of me dealing with the loss, maybe a few months, but that time always stuck in my head. Like that was kind of really moving to me when she came in. So I contacted the clinic manager and asked her if she knew who the lady was. And I asked if I could contact her. So she contacted the lady and she did provide me with the email address. So I wrote her a nice email and told her how what she did for Lucky Lou that day really brought me peace. Let me go check to see if I still have that email because then I could read it to you. Okay, I did find the email. Perfect. I keep every single email ever sent to me, so it's no surprise. Okay, so this is the amazing part. I emailed her and she emailed me back right away, and this is what she said. Thank you so much for your beautiful email. I was blessed to have met Lucky Lou, truly. I have always been a spiritual person, but I had no idea that our encounter would make such an impact on both our lives. Last week, I had to take an emergency flight home to see my dad in the hospital. I arrived in the hospital at 4:30 a.m. and my dad passed away 5 hours later, unexpectedly surrounded by his family. It has been the saddest time of my life. I asked God to send me a sign that my dad is okay and that he is in heaven. I just got back and read your email. It brought tears to my eyes. This is my sign that my dad is okay and that he is in heaven. Your email was my sign that my dad is okay. My dad loved my bird, and he would always want to talk to him on the phone, so I knew it was a sign. So the email goes on about other things, and then we communicated back and forth, and I found out that this lady actually did this garden in front of a hotel, like she did all the landscaping. I used to live beside this hotel, and I walked by it every day, and I'd look at the beautiful flowers, and I go, who would ever come up with such beautiful flower ideas? I looked forward to the change of seasons to see what flower combinations she would come up with. It's such a strange thing because I thought of that lady every day for years, but I didn't know who did the flowers. And it was this lady here that I had reached out and contacted and said a prayer for Lucky Lou for me. So that's my Touched by an Angel story. I think I've only told it once, maybe on a live video. I've never really told it publicly like this. So maybe this is a sign to someone who's watching this video to let you know that your loved one's okay. Thank you everyone for watching my page and listening to my videos. Hopefully this video will go over well. I'm not sure if anyone will listen to the whole thing, but thank you.